All right, so Francis,
Yes.
you are in the middle of the hedge. Bramble and thorns as far as the eye can see, except for directly behind you with the giant glass tower that is the Hall of Mirrors.
Okay. Well, this is a strange place to be, especially for the hedge. Do I know what this is, or did I remember last time?
Yes, you know that it's the Hall of Mirrors.
Okay. I don't remember if I rolled last time. Okay. So I know what this is. I do not want to be here anymore, although it is interesting, the things that might be able to be done, but I have more pressing things to do. So, because I remember saying Lark was in trouble, so I need to warn everybody, get them on that. So I'm gonna try and hedge spin as best I can, but he's probably in a panic, so I'm gonna make him fail that roll.
Absolutely, as you attempt to spin the hedge and move into the pathway that's created, it becomes more and more difficult as the pathway that you're creating becomes very, very tangled. Thorns begin to nick your clothing. You're going to take a single point of bashing damage from the thorns ripping into you.
Click. Okay.
But you try to force your way through. Unfortunately, that does lead to a situation where you become tangled. You're there, struggling for roughly about 5 to 10 minutes by your estimate, when a group of 3 goblins show up. The main one, being mostly of stone, you can see his surprise to see you, and he goes, "What are you doing up there?"
Well, just hanging around, taking in the sights. You know what? I really don't want to be here. I'm kind of in a rush. Can you get me down? I have places to be.
Well, I can... What type of places do you need to be?
I need to get to my friends. They're in danger, so I really need to get out of here as soon as possible.
All right, so you want to be taken to your friends. That can be arranged. And he kind of looks around at his compatriots. Do you want... Go ahead and roll me a wits plus empathy.
All right. Wait. Empathy. Will there be emotion involved in this role? Because I have a specialty for emotion.
Yeah, you're trying to read emotion here, technically.
Okay. Oh, 1 success.
Kind of look at them, looking at each other. You see a little bit of a sinister mirth. It would be the correct look. As the rocky one kind of reaches his hand up.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Give him shifty eyes, but I really don't have the time to be, nitpicking. So I'll grab his hand and then let me out and get me to my friends. I need to go.
And he kind of, as he shakes your hand, he gives you a pull and pulls you out. He's like, "There you go, now you're free."
Thank you. Okay, now I need to get to my friends.
As you turn to go, you make a move to go past him, but then that's when you hear a clicking sound. And you feel something tug on your wrist.
What?
It is a pair of iron handcuffs.
Of course it is.
Okay, come along. Taking you to your friends. Follow me. We're gonna be your bestest friends.
But I wanted my old friends, not new friends. You don't even know where they are. And he's just kind of mumbling as they're dragging him along.
Come on, come this way, this way, this way. We're gonna
Where are we going?
Gonna leave Francis there for a moment. Jimmy and Sonya. Jimmy, you've just gotten back from talking with Rum Shortstack. He's let you know that about the nearby goblin markets and how that might be a place for you to go check for missing friends.
So yeah, I had a chat with some of the residents of your hotel. Seems like they might know where what's happened, what's going on, but well, they don't know for sure, but they might have a lead on it.
That's true. Mm. I
Depends
guess
if you want to.
they're... At this point, it's not really if I want to. It's got to be done, right? We're just there to get clues.
Strength in numbers, I guess. Besides, I feel better having you along anyway.
Yeah. With you there, I know we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Shall we?
And
It's
she...
indicated nearby
Yeah.
doorway. I'll open it up and spend my point of glamour.
Well, it doesn't take you long to find the trod that led from the portals in the hotel room to the goblin market nearby. As you arrive here, if either of you have ever seen the Travel Channel, this looks like one of the open-air markets in the country of Morocco. Bunch of different strange shapes of all the different goblins there as they hawk their wares. Trinkets. Some of them have what appear to be at least edible goblin fruit. As you move through, though, kind of the centerpiece is a large iron cage, much like you would see animals being kept in during the old days of the circus, with one Francis sitting in the middle of it, looking rather downtrodden as he's kind of stuck in an iron cage.
Of all the gin joints in all the countries in all the world,
Oh my. Is that who I think it is?
About this
I'm
time,
gonna
about at this
walk up
time,
and
it's about at this time that Francis sees both Sonya and Jimmy.
Looking around. Ah! Jimmy! Sonya! I cannot believe they actually upheld their bargain. Despite all that. Crap, can you get me out of here?
Well, I don't know. Just
How
let
did
me
you
take
end
this
up
in
here?
for a moment.
Oh, it's a long, well, maybe not a long story, but I don't really have time. I need to get out. Stuff's happening. Lark's in danger. I saw. We need to go and help her.
Right. And I'm going to turn around to the rest of the crowd of various traders. Who's selling because I'm buying? So you're going to have to offer. We're going to have to offer something up. Doesn't have to be physical, but whatever you've got.
About at this point, the rocky, stony-looking goblin steps around from the back of the cage. I'm the one selling. What are you offering? I got a lovely changeling here. Could probably fetch a high price for him. Should a true Fae or Huntsman show up.
Yeah, don't doubt it. I'll tell you what. Quite some time ago, this song used to get me. I got a song used to get me quite a bit of success. Something that people knew us for, you know. I believe I'm doing this, but You let him go and it's yours.
I'm gonna need a little bit more. The song's nice, but seems an awful low price for. And he kind of smacks the cage a little bit. Somebody's life.
I'm at a discount. See, I'm injured. I got all the brambles and stuff.
Ah, shut up in there, and he hits the cage harder.
Sonya, you got anything?
I have. Would a memory work?
What kind of memory? And does the memory match the song? Because obviously, if the memory matches the song, make it a bit more juicy.
Song's got some anger behind it, maybe a bit of sadness, disappointment.
I think I have something in mind I can offer. How do I give up a memory?
See, that's the way things are here in, the Hedge. Just your willing pledge to give it to me. The offer to shake on it, and he offers a very rocky hand to Sonya.
And she shakes his hand and, envisions the memory of her first outing with her husband, a memory that used to bring her pleasure, which now just brings her sadness.
As you think back on that memory, you feel it slip from you. First, it's the physical aspects of the memory. You no longer remember the place or your husband's face in that memory. Then the sounds go, and the smells, and then finally, there's just a hole. No emotion, no nothing. Goblin kind of smirks, and then he looks over at Jimmy and offers his hand. And now your song.
And just sort of humming the bass as he does, just humming the bass line once more for old time's sake. He hands it out, doom, 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 doo doo ding, doo 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 doom, ding ding, and holds out his hand.
As he shakes your hand, a very similar thing happens as the song is removed from your memory. He nods and then produces a key and unlocks the large iron padlock that kept the cage closed. Now you get out of here. And as he says that, he kind of sits down on a log of sorts and pulls out what seems to be a guitar as he starts strumming the beat.
That's not bad.
He kind of
Anyway.
chuckles.
It sounds sad.
All right, Francis, seeing as how we now technically own you,
I suppose there's that technicality. I do owe you both a debt now, so thank you.
don't worry, didn't give up anything for it.
At least I can't remember it. So I guess it could be worse.
I can't remember what. Sorry, you were saying Lark problems.
And how'd you end up here? And what happened to your restaurant? And there's so many questions. I saw you eating with the Huntsmen.
Saw that?
Yeah, we went to your restaurant and saw it.
How is it? How's my place, by the way?
It's a great opportunity.
Saying it's
Blank
seen
canvas.
better days is an understatement.
Yeah, you've got a blank canvas to build back strong.
Well, that's just gonna bring its own stresses, I suppose. Yeah, the Huntsman playing one of his mind games had made dinner for me. It was okay. Made an offer and then proceeded to light the gas, and I had half a second to make a decision, and so I ran.
You made the right decision. It's the reason you're telling us what happened. Sorry, I know that place meant the world to you, mate.
I was really hoping to, make a new life after the old one is, not really good anymore. But anyways, yes, we don't have time. The Huntsman got Lark. He's doing something with her. We need to go find her. He took her out of her work.
You know where they went? Let me guess.
Would I have been able to see, like, through the mirror portal?
You saw the hedge behind him as he drug her into essentially what was a portal to the hedge. Go ahead and roll me wits plus intelligence, actually.
Ooh.
Can we all do that? Or...
More so him.
2 successes.
With 2 successes, it looked vaguely similar to the Motley Hollow.
Okay. Well, I didn't have a great vantage. I was looking like through a mirror. It was kind of weird, but I saw it look like when he went through the door, like taking her into the hedge, it almost looked like he was heading to our hollow, but that can't be right. There are ways to keep him out, so I can't imagine he would just go straight there. Unless he has ways around that.
I mean, there's a lot of things we don't know, so him finding out a way in, it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
And why would he go there if that's where he went? Does anyone know where Leon is? Is he there?
And if it looked like that, then it makes sense to start looking there.
It could also be a trap, though.
Is the Huntsman. He likes his traps.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Maybe it's a trap.
With Lark as the bait?
We've got no choice but to walk into it. Or we let Lark go.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be in this market for right now. So can we keep a little uncomfortable here?
Understandable. Let's move.
So you have a couple of different options. There are a few more permanent structures here, while most of these are essentially tarps on sticks with goods and merchandise underneath them. There are a couple more permanent structures that have door frames that you classify as a door. Or you could make your way through the trod.
Can I ask a couple if any of the hobgoblins saw anything?
Saw what exactly?
If any of them have been travelling through and have just happened to see the Huntsman and Lark.
Unfortunately, you're dismissed by most of them. They don't seem to want to have any dealings with you.
Unpredictable and quite often annoying. Still, we've got a couple of doors we can at least jump into and get us back to the hollow double time.
Before you do so, roll me a perception check to make sure none of the goblins see this.
Oh,
Success?
that's one. That's even too shy. Hold on, just roll another two. 2 successes.
Not able to see any goblins looking at you, so the coast is clear. You can jump to the hollow without worry of them maybe tracing the path back.
Just glance over the shoulder, open up a door, and indicate the others to go through quickly.
Quickly going.
Yes, rush in.
All right. Leon,
Yes.
when we last left you, the pipe bomb had just went off. The Huntsmen had slammed a mirror down and summoned the same kid, because by his facial features, he is just a kid, from everything that you can tell. Has summoned him back into the fight, so to speak.
Well, seems like even now you still don't want to fight me, eh? And I'll let off a shot at this kid that's coming out of the mirror.
He's already broken free from the mirror. Unfortunately, that happened in the turn. That happened in the turn that you were stunned from the pipe bomb.
Yeah.
He kind of looks over. Don't worry, don't worry. Not gonna let her bleed out. Kinda defeats the purpose of me being here if I were to let her bleed out. But you're not looking so hot either.
What do you mean? I'm winning here. And as Leon kind of stumbles backwards, against the wall, assessing the situation, realizing he is outnumbered, he's wounded, and he's cornered. You see... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the loyalist presents his sword out while wrapping the other hand behind his back as if he's preparing for a lunge.
I've already won this fight, you just don't realize it. And I'm gonna raise my shotgun again. However, it's gonna keep raising past, at ready. And it's gonna find a home directly underneath Leon's chin. And I'm pulling the trigger.
As you get ready to do this, in the process of you pulling up the gun underneath your chin, the loyalist kind of smirks and stares directly at you. The last words you hear him say are, "Both know that you're coming back. I'll see you soon, Hollow." As the shotgun echoes. It is about at this point that Jimmy, Sonya, and Francis, you arrive to see the Huntsmen discorporating, essentially. Just slowly vanishing, Lark's body slumping to the ground. And at this point, you see this changeling. You can tell it's a changeling. Pluck an eye out of the air. It's also the last thing that technically Leon sees as he kind of looks up at the eye, examining it as he slowly starts to fade away.
Can I run at the changeling?
Absolutely.
Try and just grab hold of something, loose bit of clothing, whatever.
Roll me your speed as a dice pool. You're able to reach him before he fully becomes incorporeal. You're able to snag what looks to be some cloth that was hanging off of the skeletal-like armor. But before you're able to do anything else, he vanishes. Also, since you are the closest to Leon's headless body, you're the one that notices his body begin to dissolve, turning into essentially what is just blood. Blood eventually sinks into the ground, leaving a stain that slightly emits glamour. Well, what look to be like little green waves of glamour energy.
While Jimmy ran to Leon, Sonya runs up to Lark's body and kind of gently puts her on like her, what's it called, knees, and is just softly trying to wake her up. Lark, you gotta wake up.
Any
Francis
sort
down there too. Lark, wake up!
Francis, what you did last time when the Huntsmen hurt me through the mirror. Can you do that with her? Maybe it'll help.
Yes, I could do that. I'm gonna start using the gift of warm blood. We just start getting that set up.
How bad does Lark look? Like Sonya's kind of examining how her body's looking.
There are some injuries around her neck from the iron catch pole. However, the vast majority of Lark's injuries are burns and explosive wounds, essentially. You can tell that it looks like, as you kind of look around as well, you can see the blast marks. Definitely an explosive went off and Lark took a large brunt of it. Probably some internal injuries that you can't see. There's blood trickling from her mouth, so you can 100% guarantee that there is some internal bleeding. So, how much damage does that actually heal, Francis?
Let's see. Each success downgrades one of the target's wounds from ag to lethal, lethal to bashing, bashing to fully healed. And if it's exceptional, any remaining points of bashing are also healed.
Right. The note from Melina to cut this out, but I actually remember the result.
I remember it was an exceptional last time.
It was an exceptional. Yeah, it was an exceptional success. So, because this is such a dire situation, I'm going to allow the 2 successes to count as an exceptional success in this case.
Okay.
So, as you can see, most of the wounds on Lark begin to heal. However, she does not come to. It's at this point that you both kind of notice Jimmy staring down at where Leon's body should be. This is about the time that you notice that his body's not there anymore.
What are you looking at?
Leon, he's gone. Too late.
Gone? What do you mean gone? His body was there. We saw it fall.
Just want to sort of kneel down and kind of move my hands through the glamour radiating out.
It's almost like wisps of smoke. So you disrupt them for a moment, they kind of disappear as if dispersed into the air, and then they reform a short time later.
He's gone, base. Like he turns into glamour or something.
At this moment, Leon, you wake up with a jolt in the hovel that you have set up in your hollow.
Well, Leon immediately tries to, grab the bottom of his head, as it should not be there. However, upon reaching it, determines this is incorrect. It is there. But he sits in silence for a few moments and just sort of thinking to himself. Just confusion, just, I should be dead here. Hold on. But as he recognizes where he is, well, the whole should be dead seems to have not gone through, and well, he's not entirely sure what to do at this point.
One thing does come to mind. Should your motley decide to retreat back to the hollow, they would be walking into, most certainly, a very loaded minefield.
Alright, well, I can't guarantee it's gonna work, but I am gonna try to contact them. Just message, text, all three of them that I believe are still alive at this point. Just going to very briefly say, Hollow's not safe. Huntsman's there. He killed Lark. Don't go back. Not safe. Assessing the situation now. I'm going to send that, and I'm going to immediately start running back to the material world so that I can text them it should actually go through if it didn't already.
Well, I don't see any reason to impede a text message here. So, a few moments later, for Francis, Sonya, and your phones go off receiving that message.
You getting this?
Did you guys just get a message from Leon?
Leon.
But how do we know it's actually him?
Because he's supposed to be dead. Why would he be texting us? Telling us to come here. He said Lark is dead, but Lark is not dead. She's right there.
The Huntsman might not be done with us. It could be him trying to trick us.
Okay, so how do we know what the Huntsman's plan is here?
But this was Leon warning us not to come here. Everything in that was right.
Do you think he sent it earlier and it got here late because of, Hedge shenanigans?
For all of his hot-headedness and everything that he's done, still hope he's alive. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow.
We could text him back. Although if he responds, then that's
Yeah, him responding isn't really the problem. It's who's responding on the other side of the screen.
Find out. Video chat.
FaceTime him is what you're getting at?
Pretty much, yeah.
Leon, you're getting a FaceTime request.
I'm trying to run. Can't FaceTime now.
You do see that it's Jimmy trying to FaceTime you.
Okay, well he's gonna get a very confused. I'm sprinting. But yeah, I mean, I'm still actively trying to get out of the hedge just to make sure things are working. But I mean,
Realistically, you
guess
could have
now
just
that it's-
portaled out, though.
I gotta get to the edge of my hollow. It's a big place, man.
All right, well, so you're gonna wait to answer it till you're outside?
How close am I to the door?
Or let it go to voicemail.
Realistically, I call it a hovel, but I'm not actually meaning that in a mean way. But your hovel would have a doorway, so it's only gonna be, what, 20, 30 steps at most?
Can you portal out from a hollow? I'm not gonna question it, but yeah, sure.
You end up in what was Sonya's apartment. Seems, this place is relatively connected to everybody's hollows, including yours. The message, or the FaceTime request, is still available for you to take.
Yeah, I will answer it. However, yeah.
Jimmy?
It's good to see he hasn't gotten to you yet. I don't know if he's chasing you at the moment or what the plan is.
Roll back a minute there, Sunshine. You were dead.
Yeah, I'm working on figuring that out too. I'm not sure. Shit, if he's still at the hollow, then...
Gone. For the time being, at least. Lark's in a bad way, but she's alive. You, on the other hand, just what are you, Leon?
Are you still you? Lean over.
I gotta take a quick, glance at, I guess, my hands, and it seems so. Actually, now's a good question to ask. Do I still have the scars from all the times I've been hit with iron?
Yes.
Okay.
They are fully healed, though.
Even the more recent one.
Yes. And it's about at this time that you kind of, after seeing those cuts, you kind of feel more around the bottom side of your head, and you do feel what appear to be scars there as well.
Appear to be me, as far as I know. Beyond that, I don't know. But, Lark is alive, you're saying?
In a bad way, but yeah, she's alive.
Okay. All right. Then, there's only the pressing matter of the Huntsmen that remains, I suppose.
Leon, you just died fighting him. This ain't a problem for right now, just... let Lark get back on her feet.
Yeah.
We survive, it's what we do.
Reassess the situation, I suppose.
Right.
With that, do you guys end up... Is there a location that you guys would normally meet to be able to reassess the situation, as it were?
Normally, we would probably meet, in the shared hollow, but if we don't know if that's really him or not, it would be somewhere only he would know about, he and us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm still kind of not sure we should trust him.
Right. Where did we escape to when we first left the hedge?
Escaped into Hanover. It was a high school auditorium.
Just send them a message saying, we'll meet you back where this all began. If it's him, he'll know. If it's not, he won't show.
Sounds good. Then from that point we could figure out what to do next. But
Leon?
we really gotta get Lark out.
Leon, we'll get walking.
Heading towards the auditorium.
That's the plan.
Nothing but a few hours later, when Jimmy, Sonya, and Francis arrive. Time in the hedge being a bit different. They come bearing an unconscious Larkspur, but very much in better condition than you last saw her, Leon. And that is where we're going to leave this. We're going to leave this for a while as seasons change. Summer turns into autumn. And autumn, where we will pick this up next time.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Changeling the Lost 2nd Edition. Once more into the Hedge, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology. Written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, how do you find the lost beauty in the agony of this life?